Alright, so I haven't made a video in 3 months. I was in a shelter for 9 months after getting kicked out of here. Uh, I'm in a park, pretty heavily wooded. Um, Decided to sleep in till noon one morning like a dumbass. Got woken up by state troopers, so I ended up in a shelter. Now it's 9 months after that, and uh, back in the park because got kicked out the shelter. So I never did get the update on this. So this is a 10 foot by 10 foot canopy, and then there's a tent attachment from Easy Up. So the canopy's from ABC Canopy. I gotta replace the canopy top. It's getting all fucked up, so that could be the way I store it. It's a pretty nice tent of all things. There's a doggy door here. There's a thing for an electrical pocket on the side over here, right there on that side. Um, there's a little thing for an electrical plug, so if I had a generator. Um, there's 3 windows, fairly big, and I'm 6'2", and I can stand up in this tent perfectly fine. I got my camp cot here. I've got a light hanging there, and then 3 windows. But yeah, I'm 6'2". I can stand up perfectly fine in this thing. It is actually pretty great. I sprayed some bug spray, and this bug spray is kind of leaking a bit. It's not doing what bug spray normally does, but that's just so bugs don't get near the fucking tent door while it's open. If you are going to buy bug spray, by the way, get 100% DEET from Coleman. It works great. The shit they get for like off woods that you find at Target has 25% DEET, and it sucks. This is a Gorilla cart I spent 140 bucks on. I paid an additional $90 for the solid rubber tires. And as you can see, the only thing I don't like about the Gorilla cart is, maybe you can see it's kind of fucked up. And yeah, it's because despite $140, this is made out of cheap fucking steel. It says it can hold, I think, like 800 pounds. I personally wouldn't, because I've got this thing loaded with the 10 foot by 10 foot canopy, the camp cot, and everything. All that with the cart weighs about 205. So the cart, I don't know how much that weighs, but it factors in. So I'm not even at like 200 pounds, and it's already this fucked up, where the metal's all fucked up and shit. So I wouldn't fully load this thing with 800 pounds, but that's just me. But yeah, I have to drag this up a hill every morning and down a hill every night, and I have to pack this up. It takes about 2 hours each time, so 4 hours of my day is spent taking this down, setting it up, and then walking from here to storage. Takes an hour to set up, take down, an hour and a half, 2 hours to get from here to storage, so it's not that bad. But the reason why I went with this pain in the ass, see it a little bit better, there's the whole thing, is because every fucking tent on the market, and I talked about this in a previous video, if you set it up in the rain or the snow, because of the way tents are made, where it's all mesh, and then they have a bathtub bottom like this one does, it's basically just going to get soaked inside. So there's no point in setting up a tent if you're going to be, wet. It kind of defeats the point of setting up a tent. And so this was the only fucking tent on the market I could find where I could set up in the rain or snow and be dry. And again, this is about a 50 pound 10 foot by 10 foot canopy. It's solid steel. So this is a commercial grade steel canopy. It's 10 foot by 10 foot room, so 100 square feet, I think. So, I mean, it's not small. I could probably put a bigger bed in here if I wanted to. Definitely could. But like, this is what you have to do if you want to stay dry. simply because they do not make anything on the market that you can pitch, really, in the rain or snow. Almost every tent's just mesh, and then you put a rain fly on it and hope the rain fly is made well enough where if there's a real downpour, the rain's not going to soak through, and then you're getting wet again. That's just the way shit is. Now the first time I bought one of these, actually, and this one came with the same shit. It has like these nail spikes that go through these rings. So I use those, and because I have an axe and not an actual fucking hammer, I cut a slit in the last one, so I replaced it and got this one. Same fucking thing. But this time you can see I got bungees and rebar tent stakes. Well, these are garden stakes actually, but they're made of rebar. And then I got these 1-inch hook things to go from there to there. I got bungees for the tarp, but the rebar stakes go down pretty well and it secures it in place. This is just Velcro. You can see it just clips up in place. The top there, if I can shine the light there. Literally, you just clip it onto the canopy, Velcro it to the sides, hook it to the canopy. There's a little hook thing from the tent to there, and then you just put the stakes in and bungee cord it to the stakes, and that's pretty much how you set this up. And that brings me to the camp cot. This one is from Tenton. It's basically a twin XL size, so it's the length of a queen, but the width of a twin. I'm 6'2" again, so there's that issue. I do not like the way this is. As you can see, it's this fucking design here, and these sides here are all fucking aluminum and hollow at that, so you can't sit on the fucking edge of this at all. It will break. It does hold my weight, but some of the screws already need to be tightened. I don't think they designed these to be, set up every fucking day and taken down every day. The last one I had was more like a folding chair, and you could sit on the edge of it, and I really like that. That one's broken. The metal was very fucking thin and flimsy, and as you can imagine, even though it holds 600 pounds, because it's made out of cheap materials, it broke. So I am looking for a replacement bed. Don't know what I'm going to do there, but this thing has double doors, you can see. So this whole thing opens up, and then you can roll it up, or you can do what I'm doing where just half of it's open. It's a really nice setup. I like that I can stand in my tent. Again, though, it is kind of a pain in the ass to lug this around twice a day, from storage to here, from here to storage. The fact that it takes an hour to set up and take down is kind of a pain in the ass. Kind of wish I had a permanent spot, but this is what it is, and this is what it's called. It's called the Camping Cube by Easy Up. It's more of a glamping setup. Don't know if you people are familiar with that term, but yeah, this is not cheap. I mean, the canopy alone costs like $300 fucking dollars. The tent attachment costs another $300. This is like $600 there, and then the fucking camp cot was another $140, I think, at least $100. This is easily like $700-800 fucking dollars, and that's not even including the wagon here. But overall, I am very happy with it, and I'm gonna go lay down now because I'm tired, and this has kind of been a pain in the ass to set up, and I just want to watch TV right now on my phone. And there's a fucking mosquito. That's what my hand's doing this. Yeah, mosquitoes like the light, and that's what bug spray's for. So really the only thing that sucks is when it gets cold. This will take the wind off of it, but it's still very fucking cold. And this zipper has a tendency to kind of freeze, so you kind of have to rub it with your thumb. Thankfully, it is a plastic zipper. Don't ever buy anything with metal zippers, whether for a wallet, boots, or anything. My wallet actually just broke after 2 years because the zipper corroded. Any type of boots I've had that had like good sturdy metal zipper had the same issue. It's just one of those things where plastic actually lasts longer than metal, because the metal gets corroded from all the rain and shit. It is what it is, but anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and I hope this was informational and you guys enjoyed it. Alright, bye.